Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. All over the world, as churches are closed because of the coronavirus, religious leaders and clergy have had to broadcast their messages from empty churches or elsewhere via remote links. Pope Francis delivered his annual Easter Urbi et Orbi address to the city and the world from an empty St. Peter's Basilica instead of the usually packed square outside. In his address, the Holy Father called for global solidarity in fighting the coronavirus pandemic and its economic fallout, urging the relaxation of international sanctions, debt relief for poor nations and ceasefires in all conflicts. In particular, he warned that the European Union risked collapse if it did not agree on how to help the region recover. Pope Francis reminded us of the true Easter message, that the resurrection of Christ is the victory of love over the root of evil, and urged us to concentrate on a different contagion, a message transmitted from heart to heart, for every human heart awaits this good news. It is a contagion of hope. Christ, my hope, is risen. Today, Catholics around the globe are celebrating Easter Sunday. On this occasion, the Archbishop of Krakow, Marek Jędrzejewski, addressed his best Easter wishes to the faithful throughout the country. During his speech, the Archbishop also referred to the words of Pope John Paul II, who said that we are obliged to proclaim the truth of the crucified and risen Christ.
Today, on Easter Sunday, we are reliving the truth first heard by women and apostles. Once again, we are finding out what a gift we were given, the gift of life. I wish all of you always to keep that gift with great happiness in your hearts. I want you to remember that together with that gift, due to baptism, we are all obliged to proclaim the truth about the crucified and risen Lord. During this difficult time for all of us, I wish you happiness, peace, and all the gifts given by Christ. Let us all share these gifts with others. Let us remember, Christ has risen from the dead. He has truly risen from the dead. Alleluia. Let it be the content of our festive days. God bless you all.
Dni prawdziwie świątecznych. Szczęść Boże.
Even though the coronavirus pandemic has forced Poles to stay at home during this most important Christian holiday, that of Christ's resurrection, it hasn't stopped them from celebrating. Since only 5 people at a time are allowed to attend Holy Mass, Polish priests have had to come up with imaginative ways to bless the traditional Easter baskets. Despite the difficult situation the world is facing today, this year's Easter was even more special for Catholics, who are not losing their faith in the face of adversity.
Every year at Easter, Poles gather at churches on Sunday morning to have their traditional baskets blessed. The baskets are filled with food with symbolic religious meaning. For example, eggs which symbolize Christ's resurrection and the miracle of life. In the baskets, Polish families also put bread, sausage, salt, pepper, and some decorative elements. There is always an unofficial contest for who has the prettiest basket, all in a good spirit and a joyful Easter atmosphere. This year, however, as it is impossible to attend Holy Mass, many parishes encourage their faithful to bless the baskets on their own, preferably by the head of the family, using holy water in bottles which many Catholics have at their houses for just such an occasion. In some parishes, priests bless baskets from moving cars. That way, everyone was able to maintain the proper distance and still have their food blessed. Many Polish families ate the traditional Easter breakfast with their relatives via video conference. With the help of modern technology, Poles refused to despair in these troubling times, and many people took to social media to express their positive attitude and to wish their families and friends happy Easter. This special holiday does seem like a breath of fresh air for the country, which has been under quarantine and in isolation for more than a month now. We may be isolated, but we are still united, and today we stand united in the celebration of Christ's victory over death.
The number of confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Poland is increasing. According to the latest data from the Ministry of Health, there are currently 6,674 confirmed cases of coronavirus infection in Poland. 232 people have died. The daily rise in the number of new cases of the virus is now below 7%.
The total number of confirmed cases of the coronavirus infection in Poland is 6,674. 232 people have died. There are 318 new infections. 439 people have recovered from the infection.
That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better and a safe tomorrow.